Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a free open beta live right now. Over on Steam, you can request access, and I believe it's just like every time else. You have to request access. You just immediately get in. We'll talk about that. Sackboy: A Big Adventure has gotten its system requirements. An egregious price point aside, once again, Sony delivers on offering in-depth system requirements. This has been a consistent element of the Sony releases on PC, and I give them a lot of credit for it because a lot of other publishers and developers skip out on this, and for big budget titles especially, I feel like it should be commonplace. And at the end of the video, we'll take a look at some great deals available on Steam right now. But first of all, Warhaven is live right now in open beta. Join the battlegrounds of Warhaven, a visceral medieval fantasy sword fight experience. Be a part of 16 versus 16 teams, fighting with swords, arrows, and magic. Transform into powerful heroes called Immortals to unleash brutal havoc and turn the tide of war. Yeah, technically the game looks pretty good. Very much action heavy. System requirements are pretty hefty on the recommended side of things. i7 10700 2.9 gigahertz or an AMD Ryzen 5 3700X. That would be a Ryzen 7 3700X, but it's listed as a Ryzen 5. I don't know if I'm missing something there, but nonetheless, 16 gigabytes of RAM, RTX 2060 or AMD RX 5600 XT, and then 40 gigabytes of storage space. So yeah, pretty good right now. It's available, so you can go check it out. Again, just request access and it's yours to play. That's like the case with a lot of these playtests. It's never like you actually have to request access. At least in my experience, I just request access and I immediately get in. So I don't know, your mileage may vary on that one. The game notes: pick out a medieval weapon of your choice to strike down foes up close. Swords, spears, maces, warhammers, bows, and arrows will all be yours. Take control of ballista, cannons, and siege enemies to storm enemy bases and cut them down. Make every clang of metal count. Play as a team to ensure victory. Squad up with 3 friends and join others to become a team of 16. Strategize among squads to cover different areas and be the first to secure tactical advantages such as war cannons and siege engines. Each squad will need to pull their own weight to ensure the whole team's victory. So it looks like squads of 4 across a team of 16 gain supernatural powers by transforming into powerful heroes known as the Immortal. Step into the battlefield as a soldier and evolve into an Immortal to unleash magical havoc and mayhem on a completely different scale. Test out each Immortal to change up your gaming experience. Customize your character to be the most lavish knight on the field. Victories guarantee stunning rewards that allow you to shine and march forward into battle in style. Choose between medieval, fantastical, and also tactical gear styles for a truly unique look you'll love and enemies will envy. Modes and magic, contest objectives across gorgeous medieval fantasy landscapes. Experience Warhaven's unique twist on your favorite PvP game modes. Jump onto Onslaught, where you can capture the flag and push back enemy fronts. Swing away in Skirmish, where each base secured means more war toys at your disposal. And compete in Arms Race, where you protect prize war machines and advance into enemy territories. And also, notes of soundtrack as well. Again, you can request access right now, and it'll be live until early November. So check that out. Alright, next up, Sackboy: A Big Adventure coming to PC in just over 2 weeks, and the game system requirements have been detailed. And once again, 5 tiers of system requirements: minimum, recommended, high, performance, and ultra. So let's break them all down quickly. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth video when we get closer to release. Minimum is 720p at 30 FPS, low graphics setting. You're looking at a GTX 660 or an R7 265. This will be an Intel Core i5 6400 or an FX 6300 as far as the CPU, and 8 gigabytes of RAM minimum. Recommended 1080p 30 FPS. This medium settings: NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 or an RX 580, an i7 4770K at 3.5 gigahertz or a Ryzen 5 1500X at 3.5 gigahertz. 8 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, and then Windows 10, of course. And then high 1080p 60 frames per second. High settings: GTX 1070 or an RX 5600, i7 4770K or a Ryzen 7 2700, 8 gigabytes of RAM here as well. Performance: 1440p at 60 frames per second, very high graphics setting, and then RTX 2070 or an RX 5700 XT, i7 7700K or a Ryzen 7 3700X, 16 gigabytes of RAM for performance, and then Ultra 4K at 60 frames per second, an NVIDIA RTX 3080 or an RX 6800 XT, Intel i9 9900K or a Ryzen 9 3950X, 16 gigabytes of RAM as well. Yeah, bro, we're going all in on the CPU to play Sackboy: A Big Adventure, baby. But nonetheless, I actually fall short of the Ultra by quite a bit. I mean, the CPU I just fall short of. I do have a 3080. That's my main rig's GPU right now, but yeah, That CPU is a little bit above what I got. I have a Ryzen 7 3700, so yeah, I will be very happy in the performance tier. I have a 1440p 144Hz monitor, so as my main gaming monitor, that is. Had a 4K monitor, but you know, not a big fan of 4K gaming in terms of the trade-off with performance. I'd rather go the high performance route. So yeah, those are the system requirements for Sackboy. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, couple of deals to round out the video. First of all, ANNO Mutationem is a 35% off for 1624. This is a sleeper game. You know, it has its issues, some translation issues, and some story issues. However, I think from a presentation standpoint, obviously, if you like the art style, I think that is the element of the game that immediately won people over. It looks fantastic. Soundtrack is good. Voice acting and characters, those are pretty well done. And the gameplay starts off pretty simplistic, but then you get new abilities. You can start throwing, like, flying knees and stuff. It's a good game all around, I think. And, you know, maybe $25 is a little expensive, but if you like action adventure games with some RPG elements and you like the setting, the cyberpunk aesthetic, something to check out here. 1624, there is a demo available as well. I do want to make mention of No More Heroes 3. It just came out today, so not a steep discount, 10% launch discount. By all accounts, it seems like it's much better of a port than the atrocity that was No More Heroes 1 and 2, so maybe don't spend $45 on it, but add it to the wishlist down the line. Might be something you want to check out. Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition, 70% off for $11.99. Historical RPG here, open world RPG, more leaning on the realistic side of things. Not for everyone, but an underrated RPG. This is the edition to buy. The Royal Edition will include a bunch of DLC content, and it's only like $3 more expensive than just buying the game outright, so not a bad pickup here. Lastly, I do want to note, this is coming up in just a couple days. It's ending in a couple days, I should say. There's an Assassin's Creed sale on Steam. It's not really being promoted, but like pretty much every Assassin's Creed game is on sale. Remember, if you want the Assassin's Creed games to launch through Steam, you want to get those sweet, precious Steam hours, you gotta buy the game on Steam. Generally speaking, from other e-tailers, they're gonna give you a Uplay key. The games still go through Uplay, so don't get it twisted. Like, you'll launch the game, Uplay launches, and then you get into the game itself. But you will get those Steam hours, baby. I would recommend Assassin's Creed Syndicate, 75% off at $7.49. And I'll throw a mention to everybody's favorite, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, baby. 70% off for $11.99 for the Gold Edition. Includes additional content as well. There is an Assassin's Creed bundle for a measly $118, but to be perfectly honest, you get a ton of stuff with that bundle, so, you know, maybe you can get some value out of it. Nonetheless, wanted to make mention of that. AC Rogue for $6 also ain't bad. Definitely worth a playthrough there. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, a Warhaven, a free open beta live right now. Sackboy gets its system requirements detailed and some good PC game deals to round things out. Links to everything, as always, description box down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.